the summer season, just about to start, it's always our biggest time of year. So we're really excited about what can be achieved with the amount of focus and energy that's starting to go into recruitment for the summer season. In recent years, we've had really good growth in the junior sector through the transition from our rugby league relationship. So the NRL is assisting us with transition recruitment so that we can have a lot of junior rugby league kids keep their teams together in the off season, whether you're a boy or a girl, junior, adult, masters. It's a way for you to participate in your own version of the NRL. So we encourage everyone to get involved and find a team where you can participate in touch football. The first step to registration is to know exactly where you want to participate. So if you visit our website, www.touchfootball.com.au, you'll be able to utilise the locator button at the top to find your local association, enter your postcode, and that will set you on your path to registering at that association. Whether you're a team or an individual, we'll be happy to get you involved.
Scott Prince, what was the attraction of touch football for you?
I guess the attraction for touch footy was the fact of, chance to have some fun with my mates, but use, I guess, the skills that you need for rugby league in particular. But, just playing some touch footy with the friends and family more so. Everyone can play it, kids right up to grandparents. So that's probably the attraction in touch football.
State Cup, why do you keep coming back?
I regard New South Wales State Cup as probably one of the best tournaments in Australia. It's a variety of talent across the park, in all divisions as well, mind you. But I think for me, it's just representing the Wollongbar Mavericks, a country club up there in northern New South Wales, and a chance to play alongside my mates. I think that's the most important thing when you go into your 30s and also 40s. It's all about enjoying your time off the park, but also play some competitive touch footy on the park as well.
What do you think the attraction is for a lot of ex-NRL players now who are now coming into the sport of touch football?
I think there's still an element of rugby league about it in regards to you can still utilise the skills that you've learnt through rugby league, but without the contact, I think that's most important. Most people think that I played touch footy throughout my rugby league career because I hated tackling, but that's a different story altogether. But I just think that camaraderie, the fun element, and just out there in the sun, staying fit, I think is most important as well. That's probably the main attractions.
Joel Kane, what attracted you to touch football?
I love it. It's family sport. So we've got 6 people in our family. Every single one of them love it. The State Cup here in Port Macquarie, it's an institution. And my kids have been counting down the sleep for the adult State Cup. So they get here and it's better than any holiday they can go on.
Your wife, Kobe, and yourself have been playing for Cronulla Touch for a few years now at State Cup. What do you love the most about it?
I think it's the people, and I think it's just not our club, Cronulla. Every single club, the way they integrate, as I said, it's very family friendly. It's a very healthy sport, and I found when I wasn't playing touch, I put on a few kegs. I've still got a couple on which will come off, but interview me next year, and I guarantee I'll keep playing touch and a few will come off.
What do you think the attraction of touch football is to a lot of ex-NRL players now?
I think it's the fitness. Did you see Bobcat Ryan this week? He probably lost about 5 kilos since he played. He's absolutely trimmed. Other sports don't do that. They're a bit slow. And I want to see an NRL team here, the affiliation between touch football and NRL. Imagine Kalen Ponga spiralling to Sean Johnson. They're slipping through. There's other players there. Brilliant. Has to happen.
I didn't want to be a mum who just drops their kids off at sport and watch from the sideline. I wanted to get involved. I looked for a sport that the whole family could play, the kids, the hubby and myself. A place for everyone. With touch football, we found community, we found friends, and it keeps our busy little family fit. We just love touch football. It's become a part of our lives.
Play touch football. Go to playnrl.com. I play touch football.
I play touch football because I get to play with my best friends.
Because boys and girls can play together.
I play touch football because I get the opportunity to represent my country.
Because I want to play in the NRL.
Because our whole family can play together.
Because everyone can play.
Because I can play with my sister.
Because it's a fast and fun game.
Because it's where I make new friends.
Because this is where I belong.
Because it gives me a community to be part of.
You can play it when you're little.
Because you can play it at any age.
What I like about being a sporting schools coach is the fact that you get down there and you have these kids that have never played touch football before, and then you introduce them to the passing, the running, the try scoring, the dumping, all that kind of stuff that you do in touch footy, and you see their skills grow, because a lot of these schools that you go to, they're not touch football schools, or they're not playing a lot of rugby league or rugby union, so it's really good to introduce these kids to touch football.
So fingers must point to where you want the ball to go. Does that make sense, guys?
At the start of a session at a school, the first week or two, you just notice them, they don't want to play with each other, just want to play boys versus boys, girls versus girls, and by the end of it, you see them, integrating and playing with each other, passing to each other, which is a really good skill, because if they can learn it now when they're young, it will become much easier when they're older to integrate with each other.
All right, that way our hands are set, so if the ball comes and it's a bit away from our chest, we can still move our hands and grab it.
They don't think they can do it at first, like passing a ball side to side, hitting someone on the chest like 5 metres out. So when you see that happen and you see them pass a ball and they actually do it properly, even though it might not be 100%, the game can adapt to the people as well. So, especially with younger kids, you can get them having forward passes, just tapping it on their foot instead of rolling the ball. There's heaps of modifications that can happen to the game, so that's why I think touch football is pretty good in that sense.